It's time to get on up with Jam and Renee. And here's your hosts, James Arthur M. and Renee Culver.
Good morning. Get on up, or should I say Backchannel? Backchannelers who are watching, get on up. Well, this is great because you're watching Backchannel, where you can chat live with the host. You can chat with them, you can listen to them, you can talk to them, and that's us. That's us. And it's Get On Up with Jam and Renee. I am your breakfast jam for the morning, James Arthur M.
And I am Renee Culbert Jam. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to our Get On Uppers. We did it. We made it through Monday. How are we feeling? How's morale? How's it all?
Well, let's check in with our Get On Up bunch. Look at this jam-packed crew over here today. We already got a good morning from Mirror Man and a good morning from Stacy. She got her Bible reading at 10 o'clock, which is just an hour away. So we got Stacy just for the hour. So we got to make sure we stay on top of things today.
Be quick about it. Okay. All right. We can do that. Stacy will be swift. We can do all of that. Now, Jam, that's not all we have in this back channel. Would you like to see the attendance of our guests today? We also have London. We have Layla. We have Betty. We have Trinity. We have Walter. We have Painful Crocodile. We have Tiresome Pelican. Mirror Man, as you mentioned. Arya? Is that how you do that, Arya?
I like that. Right. Arya from California. Right. What up?
We love it. That is a beautiful name. And if you know names, which I'll take, I can work with it. Now, all of you, we would love to hear how you are doing. We want to hear how it's going to do such a thing. If you are watching on YouTube, you just tippy-tappy right there on YouTube. But if you're listening on a device, you simply say to your device, say, Renee, I'm listening on a device. And I'll be like, yeah, I knew it. I knew that you were, and that's how you engage. Jim, you can also change your name. Is that true?
You can. So the people at Backchannel, they want people to get on as fast as they can, but they also really want everyone to be able to put up their own name. So even if you are a tiresome pelican, you're like, that's not my name. Or if you're no name, you're like, that is not my name. You can change it. You can change your name to your name and be as cool as Stacy, who is like living their best authentic life here, being Stacy all the long day. You can change your name, and all you do is into your device. You just go say, change my name to Felicia. And then we'll be like, oh my God, in. There it is.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's what we love.
It's so easy. It is so easy. Now, Jam.
Renee.
What you don't want to do is give a weather report on a national, maybe worldwide show. You simply do not. But I will tell you that it is blustery. There's a reason for this. It is blustery in a way that the internet is going down, lights are coming out, trees are going everywhere. So I think we're going to be just fine. But if for some reason Renee goes, whoop, well, there's the wind did a little bloop blop. I'll connect this to my... What's that thing you do on your phone that lets you sling internet over? I'll hotspot you.
Look at her. Renee's got a hotspot on over.
Excuse me. I think the mere fact that I mentioned it means that it will not happen. That's my hope in such a thing.
All right. Okay. Well, there it is. Speaking of weather, I'm so bundled up today because I am
so cozy, my cutie.
Cold. Renee's like, it's so hot, California. Sorry, I'm doing a really bad Renee impression.
No,
but it is so cold. I'm like, where's Renee sucking all this heat? We're not getting it in Northern California, so
not at all.
Not pleased.
I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to have even a moment of unpleasantness in your life, but Bundled Up Jam is very cute. This is very cute. It's cozy. Did you get yourself, we got some coffee? Can we warm you from the inside out?
Yeah, we're doing the best we can. But you know what's going to warm me up is checking in with Renee to find out, did Renee, so if y'all were here yesterday, we helped Renee fix her life, and we discovered that Renee checking her email first thing in the morning wasn't a good idea. Can we do the test? Renee, how did this morning go? Did you check the email?
I forgot the plan. I
Oh
did
my
check the
god.
email. I did check the email. I'm so sorry.
I
I'm
thought
so
that dance
sorry.
was like, oh, she did it. She
I
did it
did it.
correctly. Oh my god.
Exactly. Also, dab, Renee. No, it's not 2008. What are you doing, sweetheart? I did, but now I'm gonna. Did I write it down last time? I feel like
I
writing it down
don't.
doesn't
I mean,
help.
you were so sure. And look, even
Yeah.
Stacey's coming in. Renee, you need to be careful when you check your emails. Yes, especially
Don't
first thing in
check.
the morning. There
I
is
can't do it.
not a
Okay.
single email that needs your attention at 6 o'clock in the
This
morning.
is
There's no
so
way.
true.
You're Renee. I think that you're very
Yeah.
important. I think you're very powerful, but you're not
No,
the president of the
certainly
United
not.
States.
No,
He should
not
check
at
his email
all.
at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Nothing that I'm doing. You know what it is? It's boundaries. That's it. It's just as much as
Mm,
you, because I
mhm.
think before you go to therapy, you're just like, no, 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 no. I just care about my job and I'm a good blah, 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 blah. And it's just boundaries. It's boundaries and people pleasing. That's all. Is you cannot
Mhm.
stand, you, meaning I, cannot stand the notion of disappointing someone. But that person that I'm disappointed with needs to check their boundaries and be like, I probably should have sent her an email before 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, maybe even what about communicating that? It's like setting it so the whole entire team knows of like, hey, everybody, just so
Right.
you know, I won't check emails until 9 o'clock in the morning. Like that'll be my first
Perfect.
time.
Yeah.
So
No, that's exactly what
I
you
think
should do.
just let them know that, and then you
Okay.
also will stick to that. That's what I would
Then you're
say.
a breezy,
Can can you write that
breezy,
down?
beautiful outcome. I will.
Should
Yes.
you?
You see boundaries and boundaries.
Emails?
Boundary, boundries, boundaries.
Well,
It
there
is,
you
has
go.
been written. My puppy, my puppy. Okay, so bundled up this morning.
Mhm.
I miss you so much. I feel that I am amiss to hear how your day was, how your morning's going. How are you?
Oh, it's fine. I'm always like,
Mhm.
well, I'm not in 1990s Sarajevo, or
It's fair.
2022 Ukraine, so I'm doing
Right.
just
Right.
fine, just
Yeah.
fine, just
It's
fine.
very true.
Well,
It's
let's
very
take a
true.
look. Let's take a look and see what we're getting ourselves into for today. We got another two
Please.
new no names who joined. Welcome to Get On Up with Jim and
Glad to
Renee.
have
We-
you.
We're so happy to have you. As a reminder, you can always change your name just by saying change my name. Say, change my name. And if you've never been here to Get On Up before or even back channel, it's all interactive. So if you're like, oh my goddess, how do I get them to see what I think? You don't gotta tweet it, you just gotta say it. You just go say, here's what I think. And then we'll see it and you'll be involved in the conversation. Get involved in the conversation here on Getting Up. Let's take a look and see what we're getting into today. We're going to do a Treat Yourself Tuesday. We here on Get On Up like to always treat ourselves to, and look at that Mirror Man even chiming in. It's fun.
Uh-huh.
A glowing
Exactly.
recommendation of getting involved in the conversation. It's fun. Mirror Man, you are so right. It absolutely is fun. We love it. So, but today we're doing Treat Yourself Tuesday at the top of the show. We want to know what y'all are going to treat yourself to this very Tuesday because sometimes Tuesdays can be a little rough. And we're like, you need that little
Yes.
treat, a little extra bit of thing. Renee, whoa, very coming in hot. Yes,
Yes.
yes, you really do.
I love
So
it.
we want to know what is going to be that carrot that's going to get you to the end of today. What's that thing that you're going to give yourself, that gift that will keep on giving? And then we're going to play celebrity birthdays. We got some left over from yesterday and today the 12th. And today the 12th is officially my brother's birthday, my older brother's birthday. We celebrated
Happy birthday to
Sunday.
your
Happy
brother with
birthday
salsa
to Philip,
dancing.
to salsa dancing Philip the King. Happy
And
birthday, bro.
he's older. Yes.
Whoa, geez. Sorry,
Well,
Renee,
oh,
put you down
sorry.
like
So no, no,
that.
no. I was just trying to
He's old.
older, right? No, in comparison to you, who is the youngest person I've ever met. Just when you talk about a sibling, it's always fun for me. I sort of believe in like birth order. I really, really think you can tell so much about a person based off where they are in the lineup of their siblings. And you're just so charismatic and charming and delightful that I was just like, that is somebody who's just like, you are tired, parents, and I will be getting your attention. Uh, so
Wow,
I
yeah, look
guessed
at
as much,
that.
but okay.
You gotta work harder when you're the youngest. You're like,
Hmm.
"Ugh, gotta put out a
Yeah.
show. Hey, look at me, baby. Baby's here,
Right.
baby, baby, baby.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Yes, ma'am. So we got celebrity birthday quiz. We're gonna quiz y'all on some celebrities who were born today. Will you know the answer? If you don't, that's okay. You'll learn something new today. If you all didn't know, today is National Grilled Cheese Day. I'm gonna rearrange some things in the schedule. Renee, right after celebrity birthdays, you
Yes.
got to give me that grilled cheese.
Oh, I
You
would
gotta,
love to.
gotta give
Okay.
me that grilled cheese.
Yes, and I'm going to pull back the curtain on why we're talking about it. But I have
Ooh,
it. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you the history of grilled cheese, and then I am going to run by. I'm going to run. I'm going to run by it with you. I'm going to run this by you.
I love it.
That's how you
You
say
can
that
do
sentence.
all those things.
According to this list, the top 10 grilled cheeses in all the land. Now you can tell right away that it's going to be like, oh well, this one has bread and cheese, and this one has bread and cheese, and this one has bread and cheese. So they've upped it up a little bit. Some are putting mac and cheese
Hmm.
in there. Some are
Okay.
putting shrimp in there. You see?
Yeah,
You see
no
what you think?
jazzing it up. Well, Stacy doesn't like grilled cheese. Well, you're gonna learn something more about just the history of grilled cheese. Anyways, bread and cheese. You don't like? Is that you don't like them together? You don't like melted cheese? I have
Oh
follow-up
boy.
questions. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to yuck your yucking of my yum,
But it's a
but
hard one
I
to
have
not
follow-up
love.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I who
Okay.
don't like cheese loves grilled cheeses.
Wow, which is
I know.
also wild. Again, the fact that Renee doesn't love cheese, she just doesn't she just scream woman who loves cheese. You just
No.
Don't you
What
just
does
see
that
her just
mean?
I don't know. I just see I just have all these fantasies of like you and I hanging out eating cheese. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Renee's house and she's gonna have like a
Go.
plethora of
Love
cheeses.
some
Like you just
cheese.
are sitting watching Marvel and eating cheese.
Right. Yes, that is the dream.
And
And
you're
we
not
can
even lactose intolerant. Like it's
I
just sort of
know.
like don't like it.
I just don't like cheese. Well, it's very I don't know. Me and my tongue have been talking about it for years, and I was just like, "Can you just be chill? Can you just be cool?" And it's like, "No, I'm high
Okay.
maintenance. No."
And look at this. Tim had a grilled cheese yesterday, so I guess he celebrated early. And Tim, guess who also had a grilled cheese sandwich yesterday?
Uh-oh.
Oh, this
Oh,
guy.
that guy right there. 2 of the
There's a place
best.
called The Melt. I'll tell you all about it in our grilled cheese section.
I
But there's a place called The
deeply
Melt,
wanna hear
and
about it. Okay.
that's definitely what they do.
I'm gonna do it right
I
now. Okay.
Yep, they sure do. And then we've got some today I saw news. We're gonna do some today I saw news. Some things that we saw. I saw a lot of things. I saw a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you all about it. And then we're gonna play two truths and a lie, random facts, or if you all have a theme that you would like us to play two truths and a lie to, Renee and I will make it up on the spot because we did
Love
not
it.
come up with a theme. And then we'll close out with Giving Tuesday. Where are the organizations that you could give to this Tuesday? So that's the day. That's the
That's a
morning.
perfect day right there. I have 0 notes for the show that you
Perfect
created. Mhm.
day. Nothing standing in my way. Name that
That's
tune.
I
Name
would love
that
to.
tune.
Perfect Day by Cher from Clueless.
Wow.
Is that correct?
Wow. I incorrect. You should have
Okay.
consulted the Get On Uppers. Get On Uppers, do we know that song?
Okay,
I
yes,
mean,
get on
it's
Everest, please help me. What
but the
who
song is
sang
called Perfect Day. It's not by Cher or
okay.
anyone
D
close.
Is it the opening theme song of Clueless, though? It's the opening theme song of something.
I think it might be Legally Blonde.
Oh,
It does.
maybe, yeah,
You know what
that's
you're
probably right.
thinking of
What am
is
I
"We're
thinking
the
of?
kids in America."
Yep,
Whoa, we're the
that
kids
is what
in
I'm thinking of.
America. Whoa, that is in the opening of Clueless.
Okay, alright, but Perfect Day is I think you're right, I think that is Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I
I'm
think.
gonna Google it, I'm Googling it,
Miriam
hold
Mendes,
on.
Lizzie McGuire. Maybe it is. The
Mm,
song is by Haiku, who was a
I love that, that's very cute.
yeah, Haiku. That
Okay.
was her big jam. Perfect Day.
Well, it's a great song. Haiku is such a good name for an artiste or a band.
She had a one song. She was a one hit,
She just
and
had
then you
one
wondered,
song.
where did
Okay.
she
Okay.
go? Where did she
What
go?
happened there? And, internet is confirming that it is, in fact, Legally Blonde. You are so good. I
No.
am so impressed that you knew that. That's
Wow. I
incredible.
hate that I do that. Isn't that's more
No,
annoying than anything. How do I
I
okay.
disagree. I like it. Legally
Um,
Blonde is I mean, listen, it's
it's
like
no
anything
clueless.
else that was made, too many white folk, too many,
Bend and
but
snap.
good movie. I think it's
You know what
really I
it
think the movie's
is?
good. I think the musical's great.
It's just like it came out when I was like a teen, and
Mhm.
what do we think? Have we seen Legally Blonde, folks? Do we love it? Have we seen the musical? Have we seen the sequel? Where Regina King plays second fiddle to her. It was the same. Regina King in the same year was in Legally Blonde, the sequel, playing second banana to
Yes.
Reese Witherspoon, and then like the same year or a year later was in Miss Congeniality 2, playing second banana to Sandra Bullock. Like it was like the same sort of thing.
I
My
don't
thing
think
with
we love
Legally
either of
Blonde
those.
is that I
Yeah.
just was like, but I already had like a dumb blonde lady movie called Clueless. I don't need another
Sure.
one. Like,
Yeah.
why touch what's
Yeah.
already been done?
Well, I
Fun
think
fact.
yes.
Well, Reese
Yes.
Witherspoon and Kerry Washington had both auditioned for Clueless. They didn't get it,
No
but they both
kidding.
auditioned. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
definitely didn't know either of that. That's hilarious.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think it was perfectly cast. I really like the way that it all came out, but I would love to see the renditions. I also think it's so funny that your highly intelligent observation of, no, we just did that with Clueless is the exact same observation of the movie networks being like, it worked, keep doing it. Yeah, so
More
they made the
blonde
same
lady.
observation. They just took a different avenue.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Mirror Man. You've seen both and you like the music. You see the musical. Mirror Man. Wow,
Mirror
you're ahead of the
Man,
game. Look at
I
Mirror Man with
love it. Mirror Man,
so
we are
because
officially best friends.
I
Also
lived
love
in New
musical.
I was in New York and
Yeah,
the Broadway musical was running around. I didn't get a chance to see it. I did see Mean Girls. I did see Mean Girls the musical, which I
love it.
really did. I loved it. I thought it was
I
great.
heard it was great. I heard it was
It is
amazing.
it's actually Mean Girls. At first, you're thinking like, do we need? But we do need it. It oddly enough went into more depth into the characters. You thought that you're like, I got the story.
Right,
No,
no, I get it.
what's
Yeah.
really going on with Karen? Like, you need to know more information about her and the way that they use
Yes.
social media. They just did a really good update. The Mean Girls musical.
That's in no, I've heard I mean, yeah, of course. Was Tina Fey in charge? Then of course it was great. Of course it was. Why
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it have been?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
no, I've heard amazing, amazing things.
Maybe
And do wait, sorry, yes, go ahead.
no. Yeah, go. What were you saying?
Your Regina. Regina's the name of the blonde, mean
Yeah.
boss
Mm-hmm.
girl, right? Was your Regina, and this is not gonna be fair to ask, Renee Rapp by any chance? I feel like that
Mm.
sweet, sweet baby is about to blow up.
I don't.
She's just gonna be I think she's gonna be bigger than Britney in a good
Oh,
positive way. I know.
dang.
Hey, you heard
Okay.
it here first. Yep.
Wow. Roll the tape. Keep that tape on lock. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember any of the names actually,
Fair.
but it was
Yep.
good. It was
Okay.
good.
Okay. I wanna
Casey.
make it better bigger than Ariana Grande. That's a more
Okay,
accurate.
well, it's still pretty
Okay.
big.
Alright.
It's pretty
Still
big.
pretty
Ariana Grande
big.
is almost a household name. I always think of like when you've
Yep.
made it, like my grandmother would know who you are, right? Like I think like my
Yeah.
grandmother knew the name Britney Spears. Like that's when you've
Right.
pushed past everyone knows your name.
Yeah,
I don't know if
exactly.
Ari's there yet. I don't know if
Every
Ariana Grande is
generation. Yeah,
there.
probably not. No.
Does my
Isn't
mom
that
know who
funny?
Ariana Grande is? Does your
Yeah.
mom know who Ariana Grande is?
She does only because for a minute, one of my roommates was her voice teacher. I know.
Renee
I know.
is so famous. She lives in the house that one of the writers of The Walking Dead used to live in.
No, that's
Her
just what
voice
happens when you live in
teacher,
LA.
she went to dance class with Carrie Russell from Felicity.
Sure. That's just what
That's you
happens
living in
when you
Colorado.
no, I guess that is Colorado. I guess that is Colorado. Yeah, exactly.
That's just what
Maybe
happens
I'm
when
just chasing around famous people. Or
they
that's what
chase
happens when you
you.
have a friend who name drops constantly. We're just like, "Well, let me tell you
No.
every connection I've ever had ever."
No. I am curious. Maybe we can put a pin in this, but we've had a really good conversation about movie musicals.
Yes.
But maybe we can circle back onto it.
Yes.
'Cause I would love to dive in. Maybe like what are some of our maybe we rank it our top movie musicals.
I
Uh,
that's
Something.
smart.
Maybe we come back to that instead of two truths and a
Yeah.
lie. We'll see. All right,
Okay.
let's get on over to Treat Yourself Tuesday. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. What you gonna treat yourself to this Tuesday? Ha.
I cannot wait. So, Treat Yourself Tuesday can be a meatia, a yummy treat that you actually eat. For me, this is odd. I'm curious. Are you quick to cry? You jam, get on uppers. Are you quick to cry? I am not. It takes a lot for me to access that emotion. But tonight we're recording our very last episode of our little podcast that has been going on for 7 years. And that shouldn't mean anything to you if you don't listen to it. But if you do listen to it, like it's been, it's just a little special thing for me.
7 years. Can I
7
pet your dog?
years.
Renee has been doing a podcast for 7 years. Before there was Brene Brown doing a podcast, Oprah, Meghan Markle, Michelle Obama,
Thank
Joe
you.
Rogan, before all these
Yes.
other famous people, and it was just us
Right.
average Janes.
Average little sweeties doing it. Well, and equally, your podcast, Minority Corner, been around for 7 years as well.
Is
Absolutely
recording its
incredible.
last episode tomorrow.
Oh, look at
Renee and I,
that. So
our podcasts are both, we have twin podcasts. They
Yep.
separated at birth. I think they both debuted in June of 2015.
yeah, isn't that funny? Ours was July of 2015.
Okay, we started in June of 2015. But you started off on Maximum Fun Network. We had to really get on there.
Wiggle on in there. Okay, well, but that's only because we had a McElroy attached. You get a McElroy attached, you'll go straight to the front of the line. So yeah, but all that to be said is that I really am holding both things of it doesn't matter. Look at the world. This does not matter. And then also it matters to me a little bit. So work is going to be so intense and so crazy that I will not be sitting with any emotions all the way up to and through the recording. But then after that, I would hope that I can just sort of sit with it in a way that I treat myself to at least nostalgia and maybe some healthy tears, because I think it's good to be present with your emotions. But that's my hope for tonight, that I will sit with it. And then tomorrow you'll be like, did you do it? And I'll be like, I forgot the plan.
Renee, I hope you treat yourself to some Alice in Wonderland style crying. Remember that scene where she just cries so much that she creates a lake? I hope you cry your eyes out. You
love that,
because you created something. Think about this. Get on our pros. How do we feel when we've worked on something for so long and it's time to say goodbye to it? What is the emotion? How do you deal? Get on uppers.
Right.
Question for you. How do you deal with transition, or I don't think it's necessarily a loss, but it's transition. Like when you are doing some sort of something is ending and you're going on to something else.
Right.
And that let's see, Mirror Man saying that wasn't me part of your life, so don't feel sad. So Mirror Man's like, listen,
I'm here. I'm here now.
I wasn't listening to that, so I'm here.
Come on,
so
that's fine. I'm here. Let's focus on the present. Let's stay with Mirror Man. And you're not
I
wrong.
love this, Stacey, being very honest. I don't deal with change very well. Most human beings don't. Change is scary. And I think similar sort of boat as you. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to emotionally sink into the show ending. But when I do kind of think about it a little bit, I get and my original co-host is coming to the studio, my living room, to record this final episode where we had started this whole entire thing. But when we started Minority Corner, there was not a lot of black podcasts out there, and now there's tons of them. And so we're like, okay, great, we can step aside. It's time to move on. But I think you've created something. I think, Renee, if you just really sink in it for 7 years, how many, again, Michelle Obama, love you. You did your podcast for 6 episodes and you realize it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work to do a weekly podcast. And she was like, oh, I'll do this for the pandemic. Oh, I have other things to do. Hats off to Brene Brown. She's keeping at it. Oprah, I love her.
I think contractually she tried to stop, and Spotify was like,
Even Oprah's just recycling old episodes of the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I love her, but I'm like, okay, you're not sat down and recorded an episode for a year. Just getting those ad monies. Those ad monies.
It's so true. But yeah, no, Jim, you're right. Sorry.
No, yeah, what were we gonna say? What am I right about?
Just you're right about everything. You're right about everything. But no, just the amount of things that it brought. I would not know you without that show. So just there's a lot of peripheral gifts that it gave. So
you got to interview Lin-Manuel Miranda, episode 1.
I know. when Hamilton was off Broadway and no one knew the name unless you were a big musical theater person.
Was he hot off the heels of Bring It On the musical, which I loved? I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think everything that man touches is gold. It's so good. It's so good. Now, but you were right. Tim said, I try to focus on the good things about endings and the excitement of starting something new. That's a perfect attitude towards it. I love it. Mirror Man also saying 7 years is a long time to do anything. Don't feel sad. We like you. Mirror Man, I like you too. I like you too.
You know, 7 is how many? There's a lot of shows that have ended at season 7. Scandal, Buffy, The Golden Girls. I think Seinfeld. Was it Seinfeld? Game of Thrones.
Great.
But
this is very valuable information going into the show that I will say that you told me. I love it. What are you getting yourself into to treat yourself today?
Yeah, I'm treating myself to prepping for my final episode that I am recording.
Right.
I do want to squeeze in a little bit of Mario Kart. I could use some amusement and joy. It's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a while. I wish I had the time in a dream world. It's not going to happen. I told you all last week I said I'm going to treat myself to Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I put it on the air. I knew I had to do it.
Right.
I wish in a dream world I could treat myself to Sonic 2. That Sonic 2 movie is out.
Yeah.
Boy, are people loving it. The Sonic movie, video game adaptation movies tend to not be good. And the Sonic ones, they're doing a great job. They're crushing it. But I don't think I'll have time. I would love to, but I just have so much on my plate. I won't be able to. So I'm going to instead just play a little round of Mario Kart, and that'll be my treat for the day.
I love that. I do want to get you to that Sonic 2 though. And Mirror Man, I love it. I'm gonna watch Disney Plus later. Mirror Man, you are speaking our language. Jam and I love Disney Plus more than words can reach. Please tell us exactly what you're watching.
That was my follow-up question. We need the specifics. What? And there's so much to watch. Again, Renee, for whatever reason, put guns to our heads and made us decide which 2 streaming platforms we were gonna. If we could only have 2, we went down with HBO Max and Disney Plus.
The question seriously. Yeah. Because I could sense that you weren't taking it seriously, and I was just like, well.
What about this?
Like, what about? It was a water gun. It was a water gun. It was a water gun. But still, you don't want to get sprished.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Mirror Man, I hope you know that you're in the right place when it comes to Marvel. Every Monday, we do Marvel Movie Mondays. We just finished watching, we're doing in timeline order. Every week, we review a Marvel movie. We're doing it in timeline order. We're all the way at Thor, The Dark World. I know. We got it over with. Renee slept through most of it, which is probably for the best. Probably for the best. No, it was almost like you knew, like, this is gonna be garbage. I can nap through it.
Do think you were very kind to sort of tip me off. You're like, it will get better after this. And so I think probably subconsciously I was like, great, then I'll start at 11. And I did genuinely try to stay awake, but then
it's 11 o'clock at night.
Like,
well, back to Mirror Man. Maybe I'll send a photo for proof. I have interviewed the cast of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I sometimes do things for Marvel. I interview folks they need to be interviewed. I interviewed the cast of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back at Comic-Con in 2017. It was 2017. So
yeah.
They're a great
fantastic
bunch.
at it. So talented. He's a MC, the likes of which I've never seen.
Okay.
The one to beat.
Well, time to move on. Because that is a lot of compliment for me for one morning. All right. So it is time for Happy Birthday Celebrities. Happy birthday, celebrities. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I was in the extended version.
It was great. No, it was good. I think that's what everybody wanted. The chat is empty.
Hope everybody's gone. Everybody left. Hope we still got a no name. Nope. The last no name has
Okay,
left.
well, here we
Said,
go. All right,
never again.
exactly. And somehow we have a -3 in here.
Oh,
That's
interesting. Got
interesting.
it.
I
All
haven't
right.
seen that before.
Interesting. All right. Here we
All
go.
right,
Jokes
ready.
aside. Okay, we're gonna start. We missed her yesterday. Saoirse Ronan. We're gonna go with Saoirse Ronan. Had a birthday yesterday. Saoirse Ronan turned 21.
Baby.
21. She is the second youngest person to be nominated for this award. So I will ask the questions. I'm sorry, I forgot to
Yes.
explain the rules. We're
Yes.
playing celebrity birthdays. I'm going to ask some trivia questions, and you all will work as a team with Renee to figure out what is the correct answer.
Love it. I love it. And Mirror Man, thank you so much. We are the new Stevie Wonder. That is the highest compliment you could possibly pay us, and we appreciate it so much.
Yes.
I don't know who this child is. I want to know, but I am an old person, and I do not know who the bebe in front of me is. But the second youngest person to win this award is the clue. Is that
Nominated. I don't think she's won yet.
okay? Second youngest person to be nominated for this award. Okay, so again, on uppers, obviously, we can start to use process of elimination. Dude, we've got our awards. We've got a Grammy. We've got an Emmy. We've got an Academy Award. We've got a Screen Actors Guild Award. But I feel like we're going to stay mainstream for this. If it were an Oscar, okay, so it's the second youngest person to be nominated for this award.
Uh-huh.
I guess Emmy. What do you guys think? Get on uppers. Where are you at with this? Okay, hold on. An Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress or Best Actress? Yes, Tim, I like it. Yes. Also, Tim, who is this? Help. Tim, who is this child?
I feel like
Who is this baby?
Saoirse Ronan. I'm so surprised that I've never seen her work, but I am familiar with her. Tim would be correct. Tim is correct. Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. So a little backstory. She was in
Got it. I've seen Lady Bird. Okay. Yes. All right. Got it.
I thought you have. Like, she's in a few things, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Renee has seen these. So just to remind you who she is, born in the Bronx, raised in Dublin. She earned her first Oscar nomination at the age of 13 for Atonement. And then she ranks among the youngest Academy Award nominees of all time, alongside Jodie Foster, 12 years old, Taxi Driver, and then Anna Paquin, 11 years old, The Piano. And then she got nominations for Best Actress for her leading roles in Brooklyn, Lady Bird, and Little Women.
That's incredible. Yeah, and Tim's right there with you. Also, The Lovely Bones. Tim knows. Oh, that's right. She was also in Brooklyn, which is an amazing film. Yikes, Tim!
Renee, who is this? Would you look like she was like a Disney starlet?
No, I knew she was. I think
not
that
JoJo Siwa. Like, and no offense to JoJo Siwa,
very
but like,
very, 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 very true. No, I absolutely should know this person, and I am going to be embarrassed that this is out on the internet. And I have seen those movies, and the performances were incredible. I just was not making the connection.
Yeah,
Great.
That's okay.
Great.
We're on to the next one.
Okay.
Her birthday's today. Okay, it's today. We didn't miss it. It's 28. The next one is Brandon Urie turning 35.
Happy birthday to Brandon Urie.
Okay. Okay. Good luck with this one.
Okay, let's see if we can do it. All right, here we are.
Has a brother who I gotcha.
That's not gonna work. Okay, that will not. Okay, I mean, try it. Let's see. Okay.
Coming hot from Sarah, has a brother who starred in this 2000 show with America Ferrera. So this guy that you're looking at, Brendan Urie. Are you familiar with Brendan Urie?
He's the Panic at the Disco guy, right?
Oh, okay.
Or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know. Like, but I don't know. Get on uppers. Is this who? Okay, hold on. I'll Google it myself.
You can't Google Brendan Urie because then you'll be looking at possible information.
Well, I'm not going to say he was brothers, but yes, I do think he's in Panic at the Disco.
Okay. All right.
Okay. He's got a great voice. This one.
Okay, but who is his brother who was on Ugly Betty? He's
Brother
Brandon
Yuri.
Urie. Brother
Yes.
Urie.
Brother Yuri. Yes, Stacy. Yes. Is Stacy saying Renee? Jam? We're in trouble. We know it.
Yeah.
What is the
We'll take it. You
brother
said Brother Yuri,
brother
also
Yuri?
known as
Brother
Michael
Yuri.
Yuri, who
Michael Yuri.
yeah,
Sure, of
I
course.
am Facebook friends
Very
with.
of course you are. What
Mhm.
a talented man. I believe I've seen him in theater. Didn't he
Michael
do a lot of
Yuri?
theater? Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing really great. He's great. Let's see. It's Jennifer Morrison's 42nd birthday.
Happy birthday, Jennifer Morrison.
Can you name? I'm gonna switch up this question here. Can you name the Disney? So she was on a TV show about
Okay.
fairy tales, but fairy tales turned real. It ran for, I don't know, 5 seasons on ABC,
Ooh,
from the
that's a
creators
clue I
of
needed. That's a clue I needed. Thank you. You basically told me, and I appreciate it. Stacey, good night. Stop second guessing. Okay, thank you, Stacey. This is excellent advice. And Tim's got it. Thank you, Tim. What would we do without you, Tim? I genuinely don't know. I believe Tim is correct when they say that it is Once Upon a Time on ABC. Is the name of
Yes,
the show.
Once Upon a Time. Do we have any Once Upon a Timers? Did we partake in it?
Did you
Um,
watch?
I did. I watched for the first 3 seasons, and then it just got kind of wild. It was from, like, the folks of Lost. They were like they essentially did Lost, but, like, as fairy tales, because it was like
Mm,
they would go back in time between, like, what their lives were like in fairy tale land as, like, Snow
yeah,
White, and then now they're in this town, and they don't remember who they are really, but
right.
anyways, their memories are starting to come back to them. Anyways,
Love it.
follow-up question, do you know who she was engaged to? A co-star on a medical drama. Do you know the medical drama that she was engaged to?
I do not. Tim, do you want to take this one? Tim, would you like to field this one? Who is she? Did she end up marrying him? I'm with Jam. I kind of lost interest after the first couple seasons. Yeah, that
You know
makes
who
sense.
also
Yeah,
lost, and Tim got the right answer, was looking for
right.
House. Yes, that is right.
Nice.
House. Tim, do
Good
you
job.
know, who was she engaged to? Was it the lead guy in House? That mean guy? What's his name? Um, yeah. And
Okay.
I know who also lost interest in,
Who's that?
Once Upon a Time after a
Let's
couple
hear it.
seasons?
Yes.
Jennifer Morrison. She left. She was like, "I'm out of here. This writing is terrible."
I certainly cannot. I certainly cannot. Wait, are you talking about Hugh Laurie? Do we think she's engaged to Hugh
I
Laurie
don't
from House?
I'm
No.
curious as who the
Who's the mean
co-star
guy?
was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Hugh
I'm
Laurie.
gonna
Who was
I'm
the
gonna look.
co-star that she was, engaged to? Not Hugh
Jesse
Laurie.
Spencer is what the internet is saying. I don't know who Jesse Spencer is.
He
Who
could
is
be
Jesse
walking
Spencer
down the street, and I wouldn't
on
know who
House?
he is. Sorry to
Okay.
this man.
I think he was just one of the, like what is the medical people call when they're not quite a doctor, but they're shadowing? They're not
Nurses,
called interns.
interns,
Are they called interns?
attendings.
Maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, it was
Doctor
the one of
guys.
the younger sweeties on House, and it doesn't look like she's married since. They dated for a
Okay.
year after breaking up in 2013.
Well, they got engaged, but maybe
Perfect.
he didn't. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Well, yeah.
hold on.
Got more details, more breaking news. And
Okay.
basically
She
interns.
began
Yeah.
dating Gerard
Butler?
Selsko,
Okay.
Selisco, um, who is an American actor, and they confirmed that they were married at South by Southwest in this year. Great.
Great. Well, glad
Terrific.
that we've know more about Jennifer Morrison than
Happy
most
birthday to
people.
you.
So
Great.
yay for her. It's Claire Danes' 43rd birthday.
Happy
Claire
birthday, Claire.
Danes. There she is. She is certified in this water sport. Can you name a water sport that she is certified in? She's gotten
Ooh,
certifications in. Claire Danes
I love it. Now, listen, I
certified.
feel like this is gonna just be process of elimination. I don't know Claire Danes's water history, but I know that a scuba is something that exists. I know lifeguard is something that exists. Tim, Mirror Man, Stacy, what do you think? Do we think scuba? That's what I was thinking too, Tim. It's scuba diving. Certified. Yeah, that seems right. We're gonna go with scuba. Tim and I are saying scuba.
To quote Stacy, ding, 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 ding,
Ding, ding,
ding.
ding.
You got it. Scuba diving.
Right.
Speaking of Claire Danes and water sports, can you name the
Yes.
TV show where she is famously known for crying a lot? Ugly
Oh.
crying.
Oh,
Award-winning,
that is such a good connection. That's such a good
award-winning,
connection.
ugly crying.
I love it. Is it I don't know how much she cried in this. She started in My So-Called Life, right? Does that seem right? Tim, hold on. Jam,
Mm.
plug your ears. Tim and I'll discuss. Okay. So Claire Danes, known for crying. Tim, I think she started in My So-Called Life, but I can't remember how often she cried in that and if it was award winning.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for the award-winning
The
ugly crying TV
award-winning
show.
one. Okay. Okay. And then I get her conflated with Carrie Russell, and that Claire Danes did Homeland, but Carrie Russell did Americans. Is that right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Did she cry a lot in Homeland? Tim, which one do you think? Is it My So-Called Life, but was it Homeland?
Okay, wait. Go back to the chat. Go back to the
Jim
chat.
says,
What did the good
she
rapper
went off the
say?
rails a lot in Homeland. Okay. You know what? We would like to flippity flop. Homeland, final answer.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, Homeland. I never finished Homeland. I only got to like the first like season or so. It seems like it's kind of part of. I think it'd be hard to watch. It's kind of in that
Yeah.
era of like 24. We were just like terrorism crazy, and
Right.
I just don't know that how its representation of folks from the Middle East or even Southeast Asia. I'm not sure. I would. I don't know. It makes me a little nervous. So
Right.
I might live my life never having completed Homeland. So I don't
I
know.
think that's okay. I don't think you have to watch everything. I think it's all right. According to me. It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. So happy birthday, Claire Danes, 43. Gotcha. Who?
Ed O'Neill, 76. 76. Wow. We know him from Married with Children. We know him from what's the other one? With the family? Modern Family.
Yeah.
But he has a very small cameo in this movie. It's a duo movie. Came out in the 90s.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. We can do
this.
This.
Movie came out in the 90s. And yeah, that's all. I'll do. This is going to be a big hint, but I'm going to give it to you. Based on an SNL sketch.
Ooh, okay. Tim got it. Tim, what are we going to do with that? Also, I want to make sure we get this in that Homeland for Tim was a watch it with a significant other and then stopped after breaking up show for me. Yep, we know it well. We know that trope exactly around here in the Get On Up land. But Tim, I think, is also coming in with the exact right answer, which is Wayne's World. Is that correct?
That's it. That is it. Exactly. It's like such a small. He plays this curmudgeonly diner guy. He's like just like one or two scenes, and you're like, oh my god, that's Ed O'Neill. But I think this was filmed before Married with Children. Maybe I don't know. It's so random. He has this very small cameo. It's random. But
that is. I love that. Totally forgot that he was in Wayne's World.
Can we put a pin in what Tim has brought up? A really great conversation. Can we put a pin in? I like to come back to shows that we couldn't finish watching.
Yes.
Because we were watching them with a significant other. Is that too heartbreaking? But can we please
we can absolutely do that. Absolutely, we can do that. Of course we can.
I want to see if we can come back to that later today because that's a good one. Ooh, yes, that's a good one.
We love it.
Look at this. It's David Letterman's birthday. It took me a moment to realize who is this man. He really
who is this guy?
Let himself go. He deserves that. He deserves that. All right. Ooh, this is a juicy one. Sarah turning up the heat. He's turning 75 today, but who was the very first guest on the David Letterman show?
Oh gosh, Sarah, I love you so much. No one knows. That is, nobody knows.
But we're gonna learn. We're gonna get
question.
So some hints. Some hints.
Okay. All right. Ready.
Before Renee riots, some hints. He's a comedian. Comedian. I think. I mean, they've been around for a very long time. This comedian. They're classic. So far, hasn't people aren't like, ugh, council culture. This guy. And let me see if they were on They definitely have hosted SNL.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were on SNL. Maybe they were. Yeah, they were on SNL from season 2 through 5.
Okay, let's see. Turning to the chat. Let's see. Who was
We
this?
stumped everybody.
Who was this? And now Stacey's coming in with the fact that I think we can all appreciate. David Letterman played David Letterman on the David Letterman show. I love it. Ooh, Tim, I
Oh,
think that is a really good guess. Bill Murray. I love that. Let's try that. Bill Murray. Final answer.
dang, Tim, so good. It is Bill
So
Murray.
good.
Bill Murray.
Incredible.
Bill Murray.
Absolutely incredible.
See,
All right.
Renee, we want to throw in the towel, and we got
Yep.
we got you there.
And
We
I
got
got
you there.
Tim. I got Tim. That's all I could ever want or need.
Okay. Shannon Doherty is turning 51. Snaps
Happy
Shannon
birthday,
Doherty. She's
Shannon Doherty.
recovered, bounced back from cancer, like just really
Mhm.
big snaps.
Numerous times.
Okay. Can you
Yes.
name Okay, it's gonna be a two-part. I have a few questions about Shannon Doherty because
Okay.
she's Shannon Doherty. We love Shannon Doherty. Okay, we
Okay.
love her. Okay, can you name? Okay, let me see if I can do it. Can you name? She was in a movie, and the tagline was called "Best Friends, Social Trends, and Occasional Murder."
Oh, hilarious.
What movie
That's
was
very
that
funny.
tagline from?
Best friends,
Best
social
Friends,
trends,
and
and occasional
Occasional
murder.
Murder.
What movie was she in that had that? Jawbreaker. I don't
Good
know.
guess.
Tim.
Good guess.
Tim, help me, please. What? Gosh, I guess I don't even know my Shannon Doherty movies that well. I should. I definitely should.
Or it could be that maybe
Um,
you forgot she's in this movie.
Probably.
Also
Yeah.
starring some extra hints.
Let's try this. Okay.
Christian Slater,
Okay.
Winona Ryder.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like it. Tim is saying Heathers. How do we feel about that?
Ding, 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 ding. Is
Yeah.
Heather's follow-up question.
Mhm.
Can you name her character's name in the movie Heathers?
Heather.
Are we gonna lock that in? Yeah,
That
Heather.
I feel like that's the whole premise of the show. Like, I mean, I guess the log line is best friends, social trends, and occasional murder. But I think the log line could be like, we're all named Heather. Great. Okay, we get it. Is that
All
true though?
right,
Are they all
let's
named Heather?
check. Heather Duke. We were looking for Heather Duke.
Is this one. Okay.
Because
Is that
there's
the
Heather
girlfriend or
McNamara. Yeah, no, there's 3 Heathers. Yeah, there were 3 Heathers. Winona Ryder was Veronica, and then there was Heather Duke, Heather McNamara, and Heather Chandler.
I love it. I have not seen it. I am not familiar with it,
You've
but I
never
am
seen
familiar with
Heathers?
the music of
Oh,
Heathers the musical, and
wow.
Heathers the musical is phenomenal. The music is incredible. It's so good.
Wow, you're an 80s baby like myself, so I had assumed that
Yeah.
you had seen
You would
it.
think. You would think. Too
Yeah.
busy watching musicals, Jam. I didn't use my youth properly. What are
Oh
you gonna do?
man, so good. Well, how about this staying on how about this little so we all
Okay.
feel like we've won the Shannon Doherty trivia for today. Can we name after 90210 she went on to this other Aaron Spelling drama, but she didn't make it to the end of
Ooh.
the series just like 90210.
Didn't
She didn't
quite
make it to
make
the
it. I
end.
love it. And Mirrorman, I love your attitude about musicals. Yes, you can never go wrong with a musical. Correct, correct,
Mhm.
correct. Was it the place one? Okay, so there's an oh wait, no, I know this. I know this. But did Aaron Sorkin do it? I think it was the
Aaron
witch one.
Spelling.
Aaron
Ooh,
Spelling.
yeah, you're I
The
like where you're going. I like where
okay,
you're
so it was
going.
the witch one, and it was called
Mhm.
Charmed.
Ding,
Is
ding,
that
ding, ding,
okay?
ding. Yes. And
Great.
just like 90210, she did not make it to the
Didn't
end.
say creative differences. Yes.
Well, that's going to do it for somebody birthday trivia. We have one left over for tomorrow, but we'll save it for tomorrow. But Renee, can you take us to grilled
I
cheeses?
would love nothing more. First, a very, very happy International Grilled Cheese Day to you and yours. I hope that you are celebrating with your family, that you've flown everyone in, and that there is proper celebration. Here is how this day happened to you today, National Grilled Cheese Day, April 12th, 2022. Crispy bread and melted cheese. How can something that tastes so good be this simple? Welcome to National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day on April 12th. What's the secret? We asked Aaron Christensen, the owner of a small Central Oregon restaurant, which won a recent readers poll in the category of Best Kids Menu and Best Family Restaurants. I don't really know where this article is going, but we'll try it. His response: a perfect grilled cheese has to have a super crispy exterior, brushed with garlic oil, lots of melty cheese in the center, a thick cut, have handmade bread. Handmade bread? Are you made to say homemade? Is a must. And there you have it. That's a perfect grilled cheese. So now, get on uppers. We obviously need to get to the bottom of what your favorite grilled cheese is. But before we do, I would love to tell you a little bit more about the history of grilled cheese, which has been around forever. According to food historians, mankind has paired bread and cheese for centuries. Even ancient Roman cookbooks advised combining bread and
What?
cheese. I know. At meal times. Cooking bread and cheese together, however, is a more recent phenomenon. Although no one can pinpoint the precise origin of grilled cheese, the sandwich became very popular in the 1920s. That's when scholars speculate that some enterprising individual came up with the idea to make a grilled cheese sandwich. So before it was called bread, cheese, bread, and they were just like, we're busy. Could we call it a sandwich, please? And they were like, yes, absolutely. With a huge increase in restaurant dining in the 1920s, inexpensive loaves of breads and processed cheese acted as a catalyst for public consumption of grilled cheese. In fact, by the time the Great Depression struck, grilled cheese sandwiches were a staple in the American diet. In its earliest form, a grilled cheese sandwich was made open-faced with the following: tomatoes, egg, pineapple, and bacon. How do
Wow.
you feel about
Pineapple.
this? Mhm.
I
Yep, we'll circle
You
back
lost
around.
me at the pineapple.
I had lost myself at the pineapple. Eventually, people began to close the sandwich with the second piece of bread, mainly to make it a
Close that
more.
sandwich.
I know.
Not immediately.
I thought it was gonna be for transportive purposes, but it was mostly, to make it more filling. Poor Americans in 1930s could usually afford an inexpensive. I don't like that we called it poor Americans. Americans who didn't benefit from privilege in the 1930s could
Yes.
usually afford an inexpensive grilled cheese, which provided enough nutrition to get them to work. I have more
Well,
if you're up for
and
it. Are
I
you up
feel like
for
there
it?
was a
Yes.
cheese surplus because like the government was like government cheese. There was
Yeah.
just like cheese for everybody. So it was like, well, we have bread and we have cheese. Like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. During World War II, the grilled cheese sandwich was a particular favorite of the Allied armed forces. Therefore, it
Mm.
wasn't long before school cafeterias and housewives made grilled cheese a regular part of their meal planning. Cut to today. Today, grilled cheese is found on menus for both delis and five-star restaurants.
Oh no.
Innovators, which is what we're going to get to, have served it on various breads, experimented with different kinds of cheese, and even added meat to the mix.
Oh yeah.
Grilled cheese still stands as a kid's all-time favorite, but is also recognized as a comfort food for grown-ups. Yes, yes,
Hmm.
1,000 times yes. Pairing a grilled cheese sandwich with a bowl of tomato soup warms the heart and soul.
Yep.
Although
Mirror
the
Man
exact.
already quoted it.
Mhm,
Mirror Man was
mhm,
like bacon and tomato soup. So you
thank you.
put the bacon on the grilled cheese, get to
You
some tomato
know,
soup.
you know exactly how this goes. Although the exact origin of grilled cheese remains a mystery, its influence is undeniable. It has been around for 100 years and will continue to be around for 100 more. So that is our origin of grilled cheese. Now it is time for discussion. Hit me, Jam, with your favorite grilled cheese. How are we making it? What kind of bread? What kind of butter? What kind of cheese? What are we doing? Get on uppers. I also need to hear from you, please.
I can show you a picture actually. I came
Ooh,
prepared.
all
Sarah,
right.
please show the menu to the melt,
Mhm.
please. So there is a place called The Melt, and it's
Yes.
exactly what they do. It's just grilled cheese sandwiches. And like Tim, I got myself one yesterday. But if y'all
Yeah.
remember, I do not cook. I absolutely do not. I put things
No.
in the microwave.
Oh,
So we can
that is mouth-watering. My
so
goodness.
this
Yum.
is The Melt. I don't know if they have
Mhm.
them anywhere outside of San Francisco. Sorry to y'all. If we scroll down, so we have so many. There's the three cheese classic. Then you got a patty melt right there. There's over to the right. There's it's called the Mac Daddy. So
Yeah.
that's got your macaroni and cheeses on it. So you got some macaroni and
mhm.
cheese there. And then on the second row, a Sicilian chicken. So there's a Sicilian chicken and then
Okay.
cheese. There's the Italian job. Not really sure what that is. There's a
Okay.
steak and cheese. And my favorite is the queso de mayo.
Oh
Now, what's
boy.
on the queso
What's going
de
on there?
mayo, you ask? It's got avocado, smoked bacon, pickled jalapenos, pepper jack cheese,
Oh
on
boy.
artisanal French bread. I add to it. I will usually add. Actually, Sarah, can we click on the? Let's get a close up of it. Can we click on the queso de mayo? Yeah, and just give it a little click. Yeah, let's get in there. Clickety click, click, click.
That's great.
Get
And
me
you had this
closer.
yesterday? This is
I had
the
this
treat that
yesterday.
you gifted
I
yourself
think
yesterday?
if you just click on it, there you go. There you go. Yep.
Oh my
So there it
gosh,
is.
that is
All
heaven
of its
sent.
glory.
Mhm.
I add a fried egg to it because it's not
Yeah, you
enough.
do.
I added a fried egg to it. Get the
Yeah.
protein. And this is my grilled cheese of choice. Now I would never make this on my own. This is
Of
way
course
too
not. No.
complicated.
Leave it to the melt.
So this is how I do it. I outsource it for someone else to
Yeah.
do.
Yes. That is the correct way to do such a thing. This sounds I would never order this, but it sounds perfect. I think only because we've talked about this, right? That I have a baby mouth that my palate is on par with a 3-year-old, and even then it is still more picky, and I hate it because I hate
I had
being a
no
difficult person.
idea you love food. I don't
I'm
mean that
such
like
a
you're.
baby
I
mouth.
consider you a foodie.
No, well, I mean, you should, thank you, and that is a high compliment, but the food is very limited in what I can get into. So it's so interesting how our evolution and knowledge of what actually would make you feel good when you're sick, like what your body actually needs, has evolved so much. So growing up, anytime we were sick, we had chicken noodle soup, so just like packed with sodium. There wasn't much chicken in there, and a grilled cheese sandwich. None of which are things your body needs vegetables and nutrients and like basic simple carbohydrates. And we were just like, what if we plow it with fat, sugar, and salt? Could that be what we need? But the comfort food element of it is like a grilled cheese still tastes like someone's taking care of me. I'm
Mhm.
okay, gonna be all right. So mine is the most basic, and then it is a multigrain wheat bread with Fleischmann's butter is what my mom used to use. It's hard to find now, so now I use
Bye, Mirror Man. Thank you for
right. Bye, Mirror Man.
hanging
Yeah,
out
right. Exactly.
today. Which trivia is like you lost me at the grilled cheese.
Yeah,
You
I can't.
gotta live his life.
I
Mirror Man's
can't
gotta
do
live
it.
life.
I simply cannot do it. Mild cheddar cheese. That is
Mm.
how you make a grilled cheese for Renee. And Sarah is one step ahead as always. So now I would love to present to you the 17 craziest grilled cheese sandwiches in the US. I don't think we'll get to all 17, but there are a few of these that I was like, wow, that is nuts. So the first one is Cheesy's, which is located in the Chicago. So this is in
Okay.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to choose from. This one is the same thing you just pointed out. So we're putting is mac and cheese on a grilled cheese that popular? I hadn't heard of that, but I guess it's
Oh
very
yeah,
popular.
it's a thing. It is a
Mm,
thing. I haven't gotten it yet at the melt because it seems too excessive. But you know
sure.
what? I wasn't gonna get a grilled cheese sandwich today from the melt, but I think I must.
Yeah. No, I think you should, and I think they might be able to get
A
something like a
discount.
little. Yeah. Let them know. Did you know
Hey, it's grilled cheese day.
it's National Grilled Cheese Day? How are you celebrating? You'll say,
Mhm,
yeah. Put that
mhm.
on them. Happy National Grilled Cheese Days. How are you guys celebrating?
Yeah,
Is what you'll
I
say to
want to
them
know.
in the joke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see. Now, Sarah, I wonder if it would make sense for us to do this together, or you can we'll keep it random. Okay, so I'll talk about things and the pictures won't coincide, and it's just we know that we're celebrating cheeses. Another one that we have is grilled cheese at Blue Dog Bakery in Louisville, Kentucky. This masterpiece includes bacon, sure, cheddar slices, cheese curds, cider vinegar, onions, and a spicy mayo. I think the spider vinegar was the one that I was just like, no kidding. Okay.
Huh.
All
All
right.
right. Okay.
Okay. Don Quixote grilled cheese in North Fork, Virginia. There, they are putting on Gouda, caramelized onion, sauteed oyster mushrooms,
No, you lost me
um,
there.
yeah, same. Roasted red peppers, and an olive aioli.
Oh,
Let's see. Let me
okay.
find some more exciting ones. Yes.
Tim pointed out that the mac and cheese grilled cheese just seems like a carb overload, and I think that's probably why I've kind
Yeah.
of gone away from it. It just seems like a little bit much, but
Yeah.
maybe today is the day. I feel like
Right.
if I was going to do it, today would be the day.
Maybe it is. So there is a restaurant in Brooklyn, New York called P&A Pork Store. Have you ever gone there before?
No, but Renee, I have good news.
Yes, I would love to hear.
There is a melt in Los Angeles. It's on.
Yes, okay. Writing it down.
It's on the 7th and Figueroa. Is that a thing? 7th and
downtown.
Figueroa.
Okay.
At Taste Food Hall.
I love it. Downtown. I
They'll
probably won't make it
DoorDash ya.
downtown.
They'll DoorDash you.
That is a great point. Now, because you're on the website right now, right? Is there one in Burbank or is there one in Glendale?
For what there's only Los Angeles, Irvine, and La Jolla, and we have like a million in the Bay Area. There's so many.
Okay.
There's 3 in San Francisco.
Because they're so good, and we could not love it more. So yeah, just a few more, and then we're gonna get you out of this grilled cheese chit chat in a bit. But this place in Brooklyn is taking a grilled cheese and then they're deep frying it.
Oh, I love that.
Does not
That
sound
sounds
bad.
good. Do we have a picture?
And we sure do. Yep. Sarah, it's in the spoon thing that is in the chat, or I can send it to you right now. Hold, please.
I would love to see, what does a deep fried grilled
look
cheese
like? Love to show you.
like? Oh my gosh.
And Sarah, this is number 9 on the list if you want to scroll to such a thing. Yeah, okay, let's see. Was there any others that I was like, you are kidding me? And some include buffalo chicken.
Whoa, I have seen
it.
Hopefully, are we able to get it up there? Oh my gosh, it is.
But yeah, a lot of
something
good things,
to be
right?
marveled at. All right.
We'll
get up there for you in just a second. Folks, get ready. This thing is gonna blow. This looks absolutely delicious. You know, it actually reminds me of, I think it reminds me of like a papusa. I think that's essentially what this is. Like the little, it's like the pupusas are just like the fried something or other, and there's like the cheese in it, and it's like gosh, somewhere from South America. I'm forgetting the name of the country, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, truly great. Well, happy grilled cheese day to you and yours. We're all very excited for our carb overload. Let's all do that. Everybody's on assignment. Get a grilled cheese tonight. Report back. Let us know how it went.
I mean, it is Treat Yourself Tuesday. Yes. And if we scroll down, Sarah, to number 9, we'll see this. There's the mac and cheese in all her glory there. But all the way down to number 9, we'll see the I'd never seen anything like it. It's so good. Oh
so
my
good,
gosh. Right? Okay. Number 9. Keep on going. Renee, do you have any of these? Like, what is oh, there it is. There it is.
There she blows. There she blows. A fried grilled cheese for you and yours for all to
What do we think? Get on uppers. Tim, are we in? I mean, is it missing some mac and cheese? Can you imagine? A deep fried grilled cheese sandwich with mac and cheese. I will say, looking at this photo, my heart does hurt a little bit. Like I can feel.
You're not gonna feel good afterwards.
Oh no.
You're gonna feel good during. Which is that's all part of being American, right? You gotta have instant gratification.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we are gonna get on into our Today I Saw. I saw. There we go. Today I saw. What did we see today? Today I saw. Oh, Tim, great point. These look like mozzarella sticks in a sandwich form.
Really, yeah. And honestly, Tim, you might be right. I wonder if they just like ran out of bread and they were like, okay, but we do have mozzarella sticks. So what if we'll just cut them in triangles, deep fry them again? No. It's possible, Tim. You're not wrong.
It is possible. Yes. Oh man. All right. Okay. So we've got some news today. Let's check these news stories out. Okay, this one's cute. This is a fun one. So, I'm excited to share this. Sarah, I think you already had this photo. There's like the Cracker Jills. The Cracker Jills. Have you heard about the Cracker Jills, Renee?
I've not heard about who are the Cracker Jills. Tell me everything.
But you've heard of Cracker Jacks. So these are the Cracker Jills.
Loving it. Loving it.
I'm gonna tell y'all why Cracker Jacks are gonna be temporarily are gonna be called Cracker Jills. Here's the story.
Yes. Let's hear it.
So it's so yes. So first and foremost, the Cracker Jill, it's an invitation, it's an invention of Frito-Lay, who's owned by PepsiCo, and
Okay.
this is being done as a promotion to support the Women's Sports Foundation. And
Cool.
so Frito-Lay intentionally they pledged $200,000 to the Women's Sports Foundation, and they're raising an additional donations through Cracker Jill sales. So this is all like helping to fundraise as we buy the box of Cracker Jills. Part of the proceeds are going towards this. So it's just a temporary change. So before people are like, oh no, they're coming after our Cracker Jacks, you know how they get.
Right.
And the tagline isn't even about girl power or feminism necessarily. It's just simply about the importance of role models and representations, because they said sometimes all it takes to believe you can do something is to see someone who looks like you do it first. So that's kind of the idea behind it. There's a really cute, beautiful ad out that is showing like other like young girls seeing other young girls just do legendary things in sports that people are like, oh, we didn't know they could do that. Like there's like the first girl who played on this football team and scored a touchdown, or this first female wrestler who, was playing on a high school team and, beat this guy, and all these things. And so they've gone on to say that our foundation is an ally, advocate, and catalyst to help unlock the possibilities in every girl and woman through the power of sport. This is coming from the Women's Sports Foundation's their CWO. What's a CWO? Chief World Officer?
Maybe. Yeah, I'll take it.
So Chief World Officer Dana Langston, she said at the press conference, she said, representation matters. It encourages and inspires the next generation. It's wonderful to see Cracker Jill come to life, emphasizing the power that representation can have by celebrating women who've broken barriers. I also like that it's like this diverse squad. It's not just like, I mean, they could have put a white lady up there and been like, we did it, Cracker Jills, but they have like all these ladies up there.
Look at that. That's incredible. And it looks like the internet is trying to tell me that CWO is borrowed from like the armed forces, and it's a chief warrant officer, the most senior non-commissioned member.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was like, CEO is not enough.
No, that's
Give me
certainly
a
not enough.
W.
I am in charge. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This story is absolutely incredible. I could not love it more. This is great. Where'd you find this? This is amazing.
The Mary Sue. It's where I go every day. TheMarySue.com. This
Smart. So good. So good.
Get out there and
look
go
how
get
cute
yourself.
those little sweeties
They're
are.
very adorable. I hope they get their own cartoon series. There's a dog. I
love it.
Are we fans of Cracker Jacks? Get on uppers, Renee. How do we feel? We like Cracker Jacks?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a tasty treat.
You should get that sweet tooth.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I think sometimes I'm allergic, so I have to be careful. I have a peanut allergy. Sometimes there's some nuts in there. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, no, let's keep you far away from that. I don't.
Yeah.
Let's not do that to you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Okay. All right. Well, I love it. I could not love it more. Moving on to powerful women making a way for themselves. I am the biggest fan of Molly Shannon. I think she's so great, all the way from like starting in SNL when she was Mary Catherine Gallagher to the roles that she's doing. I think she's so good in the other two. She was great in White Lotus. She's so talented. So she's got a new book coming out, and in that we're starting to get some little anecdotes that are part of the book. And she tells a really sweet story about how when she was just trying to break it into the industry, they could not get in for love or money, her and her friend Eugene. So they were just like, okay, well, you obviously have to have connections to someone. So what are we going to do? And this was like the late 80s, early 90s. And at the time, they were just like, well, everyone knows the name David Mamet as a playwright, but a lot of people don't know who he is or what he would be doing. And then, am I frozen, Jam? Am I still frozen? How do I feel?
No, you're good. Yep, you're still good. Okay. You're still good. Now you're good.
Okay, perfect. Isn't that funny? Of just like you get the note that you're freezing, and then you're just like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know I would love to. I can pause. But beyond that, so they put together the notion of that, and this is going to be a story that is in her book, Hello Molly, not to be confused with Hello Duck, that is now
No.
sitting pretty in my Audible. And that a lot of people didn't know who David Mamet. They knew of the name, but they didn't actually know him or his connection. So that was a safe bet to say, "Oh, yes, I'm calling on behalf of David Mamet. I was curious what roles are available, and I would like to send someone in." So Molly herself would call as David Mamet's right-hand gal into
Wow.
casting agents, saying, "Hey, I just need a quick favor. I need you to see this person who is Molly Shannon," and it worked. Through this technique,
Wow.
they were able to get on Twin Peaks, but what started to not serve them is that though a lot of people don't know who David Mamet is, a lot of people also do know who he is. So, she said that it was a con, it was a scan, they were running, it was working, it was great. And then they eventually went into one casting office, and they brought her in, and she was ready to do her presentation and talk about how she was best friends with David Mamet. And the casting director sat her down and said, "I just wanted to see what a liar looks like." Oops. Whoopsie
No.
daisies.
Oh
Oopsies. Just very
no.
cute. Very
Oh
cute. But yeah,
man.
I'm excited to listen to this. I think that it's going to be a very sweet little book that I'm gonna love.
Oh man, that sounds like a great book. I can't wait to get a full
Yeah,
report. We're still
I
waiting on that full
know.
report of you also read
Yes,
Jessica Simpson's
I know.
autobiography.
I'm keeping that in
So
my back pocket.
get on
Yep.
up her. Sorry, we're like, oh, I need a segment.
Yeah.
So today we
Depending
review
on what your
Jessica.
news is, the coinciding pictures that Jessica posts anytime there is Britney news makes me laugh in a way that I can't even describe. I can't even describe.
Oh,
Is
we
Britney
are.
news on your horizon today?
Oh, Britney news is on my horizon, so please,
Okay.
it's coming. It is definitely
So
coming.
you just let me know when
It's
it's time to tell you how Jessica Simpson responded.
oh no. Going back to the Tim has come out and said used to
Yeah,
like Cracker Jacks, but I'm more of a Fiddle Faddle fan now. I don't think I've ever had
very
Fiddle Faddle.
fair. I have, and I think you're
Mm-hmm.
right, Tim. I think it's very good, but I don't. Yeah,
People do love their Fiddle Faddle. Oh, I'm looking at
it's
it.
let's see.
It's candy coated popcorn produced by Conarga Foods, introduced in 1967. The snack is commonly found in U.S. Discount and drugstores. Fiddle Faddle consists of popcorn covered with either caramel or butter toffee. Mixed with
Look at
peanuts. Oh yeah.
that.
Nope.
Oh, that sounds
No.
amazing.
No,
Okay.
it's awful. Mixed with
Okay. Okay. No,
peanuts. You're
not for
trying to
peanuts.
kill
Not for
me.
you. Not for you. I get you.
I think I had an allergic reaction to Fiddle Faddle once. Now I know that solves why I don't eat Fiddle Faddle. Well, enjoy your death candy. Just death candy.
No, it's the thing that I find myself wondering is had the thing that would break my heart is if you're like, I love peanuts, I just can't have them.
Ugh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like it would be like, ooh, I love the taste of death. Ugh, I wish I could
Right.
have it. Like there's
Right.
nothing like appetizing about it. Like I associate it with me almost dying. So there's nothing. I will
More than
say
fair.
my
Yeah.
sister, my stepsister is allergic to cantaloupe. But
Right.
she cannot stop eating it. She's like, but I love it. And her
You
lips
know
just get
what?
really big and
Oh,
puffy.
buddy. Yeah.
She maybe
It's a
once,
tricky thing.
yeah.
I
She
love it.
maybe once was cutting a cantaloupe in a dumb way over the garbage can. She was only
Right.
holding half of it, and then
Okay.
the other half of it fell into the garbage. And so she's also allergic. And then she just was like,
Right.
well, she picked that up out of the garbage and she was like, no, 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 no. She loves it.
That is a cantaloupe fan right there. That is a cantaloupe
She
fan. I
loves
love it.
it. I mean, picked him out of the garbage. She's allergic and still she ate it. Mm-mm.
I can't. That's amazing. That's incredible. Okay. All right. So up next, I have more stories where that came from, or do you want to
See,
tell us whatever.
Well, it's ping pong
Yes.
here. So
Okay.
I have a story about queer Aqualad. There is a queer Aqualad coming out to us. There it
Okay.
is. Yes. So this is so Charlize Theron and HBO Max are teaming up to adapt an Aqualad story.
Look
So
at
Charlize
this.
Theron will produce a television series brought on. There was a graphic novel called "You Brought Me to the Ocean," and in this, a DC young adult. It was a DC young adult graphic novel, and it reimagines the story of Jake Hyde, aka Aqualad, where he is a teen who always felt drawn to the ocean despite living in living in landlocked town of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Is that really a real town, Truth or Consequences? There are some wild name towns in the United States. Do you know there is a
Truly. Yeah.
Hal, Michigan?
Weird.
Hal, Michigan.
What the? Yeah, that's weird.
I
It's
don't
weird. Yeah.
understand who named this town, who's continuing to live there.
Someone who
I
loves
live in hell.
jokes. Yeah.
Oh my god. I think I'm just so surprised, as religious as this country is, that people like still stood for that. Are like, you're living in hell.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, all right. I mean, it's a funny joke, but it's just there's plenty of names you could choose that
So
aren't this.
yep. So Jake is the estranged son of Aquaman villain Black Manta, who
Okay.
genetically altered his DNA, and the result is that Jake is having blue markings on his skin that glow when he touches water. And this graphic novel was also nominated for a GLAAD Media Award. And yeah, so it's going to be part of HBO Max. I'm wondering, there's questions of, because HBO Max is also doing similar to Disney Plus. They're trying to. I mean, they don't
Right.
know if they're
Yeah.
doing not nearly as much as like what Disney Plus is doing, where everything is mapped out and connected. But supposedly this should be part of the larger DC universe, and if so, they'll have an out queer superhero character.
That's I love this. I can't
Mhm.
poke any holes into this. I think this is great. How do you feel?
I love it. I'm super
Yeah.
excited. I love Charlize Theron. This also makes sense. Like, I didn't realize that Charlize Theron, I don't know if it's adopted, but she has a black son. And so she like is I just of course she's like wanting to create
Yeah.
stories that her children will be able to see themselves, in as
Right.
well. So
Right.
I'm completely not surprised. I do love me some Charlize Theron. She's doing great stuff. I don't know what Hollywood's deal with her is, but like, I don't know. I feel like she's always having to fight tooth and nail to get projects for herself like made.
Yeah.
She seems hardworking, generous, smart,
Extraordinarily
intelligent,
talented. Yeah.
so talented. And like
Right.
even that Atomic Blonde movie, which was like, we've been wanting a female James Bond. We have one. It broke
Right.
box office records. Everyone loved it. And she's been struggling to get like a sequel made. It's just like, I just don't feel like The Rock is having to struggle to get more Jumanjis made.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's and again, like it's all bottom dollar. Like
Mhm.
bottom line stuff. Just like how much money will it make? But I feel like people watch Charlize Theron
We
stuff.
love
That should be
her.
easy.
She's
Yeah.
an action star, so I don't know. I don't understand. But anyways,
Yeah.
excited for this. In the story, he's navigating his feelings on his high school crush, Kenny Lou, who's on the swim
Right.
team, and navigating these feelings. So I think this will be really, really cute. I'm excited to see.
That's I couldn't love it more. And listen, this was so good and so wholesome that I don't want to do my little story, but there is a new sort of awareness around something that it wasn't an experiment per se, but it's been researched just a little bit. A new phenomena is happening. Experts are saying, entitled "What Friendship Tier Are You?" Yep. Okay. So
Ooh.
experts explain the phenomena that could be impacting your relationships. And as I read this, I was like, ouchie. Ooh, ouch. Oops, ouch. Few of us would ever admit to ranking our friends, but that doesn't mean that we don't mentally clock how close we are to people. And so I'm going to continue on with this article just a little bit to sort of like check in and be like, how do you feel about this? Is this true? What do we think? What does it mean to rank them higher? What does it mean when we rank them higher than they do us? The truth is, this happens a lot more often than you would think. According to Daniel Jackson, a friendship coach and host of Friend Forward, research indicates that about 50% of our friendships are reciprocal. Only 50. Meaning, okay, we're both ranking each other at the exact same level. Though it doesn't mean that only half of our friends like you. Everybody likes you. It's just that you're ranked a little bit differently. Instead, Jackson stresses about the difference in how close you feel towards each other. That means that if someone is a level 10 in your life, your emotional go-to, your friend, the person that you put above all else, you may just be a 6 in their life. Gah. Right? I know. How are we feeling? How are we doing? How are we coping? Oh, Jam is gone. He's left me, which is fair. It's only fair. Get on numbers. I am curious about this, about how I would imagine that the notion of ranking friends makes sense, but it's just a difficult thing to reckon with. Jam, I missed you so much. Am I moving? I keep seeing a frozen in the chat, but let's see. Can you see
No,
me?
it
Can you
just
hear me?
said it said that someone's connection was gone. I can hear
Okay.
you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You sound great. You sound great. Who knows what's
Mhm.
happening? Oh,
Great.
back channel. Oh, back channel.
Yes, heard the story. Heard the story of yeah, I think this makes sense. I think people do it, and I think it's just one of
Right.
those things that, like, yeah, you obviously have tiers of friends. Like,
Right.
we even call it, we're like best friends and then like close friends. Like, we naturally are already doing this. And to be honest, Google Plus was trying to get us to do this when they were starting their Facebook like program.
Right.
They had a did you ever join Google Plus?
For a
It had like
minute. For a
circles where you could have
quick
like
minute.
circles
Oh,
of
right. The
it was
tiers of
I
yeah.
wish they would have really followed through with it, because I actually think
Yeah.
it would have been a really, really great program, Google Plus.
Mhm.
But what happens at Google is someone has an idea, they build a program, and then they get promoted, and then like, great, don't need to work on that project anymore. So there's never any follow through on their
Right.
projects, and that's why after the election, when everybody realized how hacked Facebook was by Russia meddling in our elections, everyone's like, "Oh, I wish there was someone else to go. Can we go to Google Plus?" And it was just sort of like, no, it's not really nothing happening.
It's not really there anymore. Yeah.
But
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
yeah,
That it would be nice though if we could get an untainted place to go. But oh, they're gonna follow us wherever we place. But yeah, I like that a lot. I like the sort of like acceptance of like, yes, it's probably gonna happen that 50% of your friendships are not gonna be reciprocal. And at that point, you don't get mad about it. You just acknowledge, yes, that's how that works. And then you can sort of observe, set boundaries if you need to, and or if you're finding that it's just a one-way street, then you can sort of peace out or do a not a this is not playing games, but just a little experiment of what happens if I don't text them. And if you never hear back, then great. You've learned something. Move along. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
yeah. As my mom has always said, relationships are two-way streets.
Mhm.
And if you feel like you're not getting back what you're putting in, I have a friend who similarly, I'm just like, well, I'm gonna stop seeing if they want to hang out, because I feel like I'm always asking and I'm not hearing anything
Right.
back from them. So I'm just gonna stop and just sort of, I'm gonna wait. So
Yeah.
kind of sucks, like, when that happens, because it kind of feels like game playing. But I just think, you can only, at least for myself, I can only handle so much rejection. I'm not strong enough to just keep like
No,
asking and
you are
being
the
rejected, that, I don't,
strongest person in the world. You are the absolute strongest person in the world. And I will chime in that I think I might just be someone who doesn't handle. I really, this is a conversation that I have with you. I have with my other friends. And I'm like, is what I'm doing that much? Is my plate that full, or am I just bad at coping? I did not know. I cannot tell. But from that, it's that multitask thing that you're saying, is that a text comes in, but I'm working on something else, and I'm like, I'll check that later. Then you don't. And so I do think that there is some elements to no, you have a reciprocal friendship, just one of you is overwhelmed. Sometimes can be the case as well. Possibly. How's that connection? I feel like we're having some real connection. Let me see what I can do. How can I make my connection says it's strong?
sorry, I have no
Let me
idea.
see.
Sarah, do you able, it keeps saying that one of you is having stream issues. Stand by. We're
Okay.
trying to restore. So I'm not
Okay.
sure. You keep freezing. If I'm frozen, I don't know.
Okay.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
I'm
Sarah, if you
sorry.
can let us know in the chat what it is that you're seeing. It's fine on Sarah's end. So
What's
not
happening?
sure exactly. We'll have an off shooted. It's you, Jam. You're having the extreme issues. Thank you, Wacky Tiger, for pointing that out.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
It's me.
It's me. It turns out it's me. But you have super strong Wi-Fi. And the strong on my end, I think, came in a while ago. Um, so who knows?
Mhm,
It's just
mhm. Nope,
back channel's having a fuzzy
it's
day.
me.
That's okay.
Yeah, well, it
Yes.
happens.
It
Cool.
does.
Well, Wacky Tiger has informed me that I keep blinking on and off. Well, there is literally nothing that I can do about it. So,
A-okay.
with 30
Yeah.
minutes left in the show, Renee just might have to take over, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go have a grilled cheese.
Yes, as you should. You're coming in great now. I think you're good.
Mm.
And I wonder if it would make sense to, I don't know if this matters or not, but to take down our media and we'll just do you and me the rest of the show. See if that helps. Want to give
I
that a
don't
shot?
know if that will help, but maybe it
Okay.
will. Who knows? But
Okay.
I have to tell this story because I know that
You sure
you
do.
are
You sure
jonesing
do.
for it. There is a picture. I don't know if I sent you. What did I send you, Sarah? Do we have a picture of Brittany and her man? Or do we have just the tweet? We just have the tweet. I love a picture of Brittany. It's okay. We don't need this tweet here. It's long and wordy. We'll talk about it. Thank you, Sarah. We'll just put me and Renee up. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, guess who is pregnant? Everybody.
Jessica
It's Britney
Simpson.
Spears.
It's Britney Spears. It's Britney Spears.
Is Jessica Simpson also pregnant?
No, 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 no.
Because that would be amazing if
That,
she was also pregnant and no one would be paying
great.
attention.
Great. Love it.
So Britney Spears had a long post she put recently, and if you remember, she recently, was fighting in courts to end her conservatorship, and one of the biggest things that she said in it, she was like, "I just want my what is it, the IUD? What
UD.
is it?
Yeah. Inter something uterary
Uterary
device.
disaster
Yeah.
device. Okay. Um, one of them is also like a bomb. Is there an IED? I don't know. There's one of them
There,
stands for a
it's all very confusing. None of it is
bomb.
easy to remember.
So she had a device that was not allowing her to have children while she was in her conservatorship. Because I mean, she's a product, and they're like, we need you dancing and
Sure.
selling, tickets, so that way we can make money.
Right.
And so she wasn't allowed to get married. She wasn't allowed to do any of this stuff. And she's free, and Brittany is free. She has she's now able to spend time with her boyfriend. I think they're like engaged now. I think they got engaged.
Yeah,
And
that
now
seems right too. Yeah.
she's pregnant. And so she wrote this
Mhm.
huge post. She goes, and she's already calling him her fiance. Yeah, it's her fiance, who's very
Okay.
hot. Sam Asghari, who I am following on Instagram for only the reason that this man is wow.
Attractive.
Wow.
Attractive. Mhm.
Finally,
Yes.
I mean, Brittany was over with the ramen head Justin, and then K-Fed, King
Yeah.
Popo Zhao himself, which I hope is my jam of the day tomorrow. You guys remember Popo
Please.
Zhao? His one song, Po 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 Popo Zhao, Popo Zhao, Po 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 Po
Hilarious.
Popo Zhao. There he is. There's
There's our
her
guy.
fiance
That's a
slash
good couple
husband.
right there. That is going to be a very attractive child.
So she wrote this long post, and here's some highlights. She thought that she was food pregnant after a
Oh.
trip to Maui. Then she took a pregnancy test, and well, I'm having a baby emoji. And then she wrote in perfectly Britney fashion, 4 days later, I got a little more food pregnant. It's growing. If two are in there, I just might lose it. Smiley, 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 smiley. And then she confirmed the pregnancy and fan that were already married. She already fanned that there were already married suspicions when she posted on Instagram. Marriage and kids are a natural part of a strong relationship filled with love and respect. That's what he wrote. He wrote this.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And then he
Okay.
wrote, I'm going to cry. He wrote, fatherhood is something I have always looked forward to, and I don't take it lightly. It is the most important job I will ever do.
Oh,
So
that's very sweet.
Brittany already has 2 children with the Popo Zhao singer himself and
Sure.
dancer Kevin Federline.
Uh-huh.
Her kids, like, this is wild. You know
Right.
how old her kids are? Sean
like-
is 16 and Jaden
That's
is 15.
insane. That's absolutely insane. How? That's insane.
Yeah, I know. So she did also mention that she's going to be keeping a low profile ahead of giving birth, because her past pregnancy, she's been so hounded by them, and she said, it was really hard that she had a prenatal depression, and
Sure.
so it was very horrible. Women didn't really talk about it then, and she said, "I'll be doing yoga every day." And that's what she'll be up to. So she will not be probably putting out a new album. And this is exactly what she said. All she wanted to do was,
Yeah.
she said she wanted to get out of her conservatorship, get married, and have another baby. That's all Britney really wanted, to be a mom.
I
All
love
she
it.
really just wanted to do.
Yeah, she manifested that. Incredible. So sorry about Trash Tuesday.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
I
I
hope she's
love
getting a
this.
daughter this time. I hope she gets a daughter.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, that'd be it. You just want her to have everything she ever wanted and needed. So I love this. I think she's happy. That's it. That's all we want for Brit. Be happy.
And
Great.
also too, I really, because I don't know, like that, something about this post that the husband, this guy Hottie
Mhm.
McCotterson, I'm like, oh, he really does love her. I don't know. He's
Yeah.
really been there for her through this entire terrible conservatorship time, and
Yeah.
he's really been there for her through the ringer. And thank God she like had him. And just seeing this post, I'm like, oh, okay, he's really, I don't know. There's something about it. It just makes
He's
me
the
feel
real
like
deal, it
he's
seems.
really,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it. Well, good. And again, she deserves nothing less. He deserves nothing less. Good for them. I like it a lot.
How does Jessica feel?
Oh,
Jessica
Jessica
Simpson.
immediately posted a picture of her 3 kids. Immediately. Immediately. There was not one beat. Brittany posted, "I also have 3. I did 3 first. I did 3 first."
Oh
Mm,
man,
mm,
she finally
mm.
beat Britney to something. I also had no idea Jessica Simpson had 3 kids. I don't. I think maybe she had 1. I didn't know she
Yeah.
had 3
She's
kids.
got 3. She's got 3. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's very, very, very fun for me to watch. And I think both of those gals, Jessica to a much lesser degree, have just been put through the ringer. So the
Yeah,
fact that they are anything that isn't an absolute monster is very impressive.
very true.
I don't have the constitution to withstand any of the stuff they've been through. I'd be a puddle
Oh,
immediately.
I love that alternate universe where Renee is the pop starlet. That like you got the track, not Carrie Russell, and then not Britney.
Right?
Like you were Mickey Mouse Club, and then you
Yeah.
got the pop record soundtrack. And I just wonder
That's so fun
what
to think
alternate
about.
universe that Renee is. I'm so
What
curious.
would that look like? And what qualities have to come out to make that happen?
You're flat.
Yeah.
I think it's there. I think it's
It's
there.
right. It's there. It's there. It's not prominent, but it's there.
Oh
Couldn't love it
man,
more.
we got a hello from
Delightful.
No Name. Welcome to our team No Names. Look at this. If you want to change your name, welcome to the show. Let's get on up with Jam and Renee. You can change your name by just say, change my name. You can change it to whatever it is you want. You can change it to Jessica Simpson if you want. Then we'll
If you
know
want,
she's
if you
gonna
want
be
to,
here.
if you
Yeah. Yep. Did you have another story you wanted to share? One last one.
Yeah, you know what? I think because Pop Princess is the theme that we were talking about. Now, is this one a Pop Princess? It remains to be decided. But our sweet Lindsay Lohan, as we have reported a few months ago, is coming back.
Mm.
Upwards of 3 projects with Netflix. So she is back. She is back. She is back. And to watch her in interviews, you're just like, what did you do? Because that's good. And keep doing that because that is very good. And her answer is, I moved to Dubai and they
Mm.
cannot take my photo there because paparazzi is illegal. So I got my privacy back. I got my
Oh.
sanity back.
Yeah.
I got time to just sort of sit with it. And she said Dubai is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health. And honestly is sort of the catalyst that brought me back into the limelight because I was able to do it. And so we think that's the great news is that it seems like Lindsay's doing really, really well. And, it's painstaking to sort of undo everything that's been done to you and sort of get your mind straight again. And for her, she had to go to Dubai and do it. But this on the heels of Selena Gomez saying, like, I am not on the internet, and that
Yeah.
is how I do it. That I don't know. I think these gals are onto something. That I mean, granted, civilians don't have to deal with paparazzi on a daily basis, but the notion of constantly being watched, constantly comparing, constantly being stimulated is messing us up. And I'm
Yeah.
proud of these little starlets for like paving the way of saying, hey, no, stop doing that. Now, granted, would I be able to report the story to you without the internet? No, I would not. So it's a tricky slope, but I'm glad she's doing better and was, I guess, not surprised, but sort of comforted and saddened to hear that if you take away the paparazzi, I'm fine. And so,
Yeah.
like, what we did to her feels bad.
Well, and it feels like maybe it's an example of maybe we need to have some more. I don't know. How do you do this? Because it is like quote unquote freedom of the press. But how do we have like laws around it that also just protects, I guess, the human being around it? I don't know. There's maybe this. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I don't know. It's like certain hours we're allowed to like film or shoot somebody, or like there are
Right.
like safe zones for people to be able to go to. Or I guess you just have to have Dubai in your back pocket. Like I gotta make a note. If I become too famous, I need a break.
Right.
I gotta run to Dubai
We gotta
because
send you to
they make it illegal. At the same
Dubai.
time, there are people who you need to take photos of them. What are they doing? Snap, snap,
Right.
snap, 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 snap,
Yeah.
snap. You know, okay, they're pouring toxic waste down the gutter. Snap, 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 snap.
Yeah,
You
let's
just see
capture
it. It's
that.
Al Pacino. Snap, 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 snap,
Mhm.
snap, snap.
Yeah, and I think it's just
But
such
capture
a
those right things.
yeah, such a, like, oxymoron, and that the solution is the problem, which is to give our celebrities agency of just, like, these are the photos you'll be seeing via social media. But then social media is a pickle. So I think that that is a solution, that it really took away a lot of the steam from paparazzi, because the photo that
It
they
really
captured,
did.
the celebrity was like,
Yeah.
"No, here you go. I'll do
No,
it
I
first,
agree with
thank you."
that. Because if
Um,
you
yeah,
because to the point with like and Britney, like, you know, paparazzi tripled around the time of her. Like she tripled
right,
the paparazzi because photos of Britney would be worth so much. And
mhm,
there was no Instagram or Twitter or any sort of social media back then. And if she would have had the opportunity, to your point, to be able to get her voice out there and to say she had no other way except like a Diane Sawyer to
right,
go and like say what
right,
her story was, or to talk
yeah,
to the paparazzi of like, this is what's going on. And so to your point, social media did help take that agency, but then it's again, it's this giant flaming sword that none of us know how to handle and control.
yeah,
It's a great weapon, but none of
yeah,
us really know how
we
to.
don't know how to use it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and just keep just,
You.
"Ah, got me again. Ah, got me again."
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's so wild, and I feel like so much of it again, like how can we use less of it? A friend of
mhm,
mine does from Friday night at 6 to Saturday at 6, like a digital detox. So they do like a
oh,
digital Sabbath. There's no
I love that.
technology, like no like TV or we
That's
lost
great.
Renee.
Yeah,
Renee's like, but
mm,
so they do, but I do think that the weekly digital detoxes. I'm still kind of brainstorming what does that look like for me, because
right,
I think I would still want to like, I don't know, watch a nature documentary. Like what would I allow into my space? But I think it's like, you know, no phone, maybe no internet. But I would still want to use that time to like, you know, educate, read a book. But maybe
right.
I want to watch like a Brene Brown special. I would have to like limit, you know, what it is that I could do. But
Right, of where it can be. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like something that you can sort of cultivate for yourself, but definitely a digital detox weekly sounds very wise and very smart and very helpful. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I may steal that. I definitely do it when I, take tugboat for a walk. The
Oh,
times where I
good.
don't bring my phone, I come back so much better.
You don't bring your phone.
Yeah,
Wow. Not
the
even a
times, not always,
okay.
not most of the time, but
Not
occasionally,
even a
especially on the
not
weekend.
even a jitterbug? I wanna get a jitterbug. Do you know what a jitterbug is?
I
It's a
do know.
phone for essentially for old people. It's got big buttons, and all you can do is dial phone numbers. That's it.
A gift. Doesn't that sound like heaven? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
it's a pretty popular thing that, that people are doing. They're just like, "I'm not bringing the internet with me. I will do it, but I will not be doing it on my phone." It sounds great.
Mhm.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
well, I so in the book Stolen Focus, the guy, this book called Stolen Focus, everyone, that Renee and I both have. There's like 12 things that are stealing your focus. The book talks about,
Mhm.
and to he was trying to do a detox, and so he went to Provincetown, Rhode Island for 3 months. No internet, no technology, none of that stuff. But he got himself a jitterbug. He was like, I need a phone that has no internet. And the
Right.
salesperson couldn't wrap their head around it. They're like, well, this phone has
Yeah.
like, I mean, this is pretty slow. this is slow
Yeah.
internet. Like, this is the slowest
Yeah.
you could probably get. He's like, no,
Not what they need.
internet. I don't want anything. But he got
Yeah.
himself a jitterbug. It just can only make calls, and has big buttons. And if you fall over, there's a button to help you too.
That just helped me. I've fallen over. Honestly, that sounds great. God, that sounds so nice. Thinking about it. Thinking about it.
Look at
Thinking about
that.
it.
See,
Yeah.
Tim's mom has a jitterbug, and she and she accidentally kept calling
Sure.
911.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
That's how
that
that
was
should go.
an easy
Well, wait.
mistake.
The second that they made the iPhone, and you're happy to have it, but they do a thing where if you hit the button on the left side 3 times quickly, and it makes sense, like if you're in an emergency, if you need whatever, if you need 911 to get to you, but that's also the volume button. So as I am trying to like lower the volume, oh my God, I called 911 so many times because I was navigating how to do that. So yeah,
Oh my
it
God,
happens to the
Renee,
best
they'll
of us.
be there in a jiff. White woman in trouble. They're there.
They're like, what's wrong, ma'am? I'm like, I can't hear the video. They're like, okay, all right.
We'll send someone right over.
Okay.
And then Tim says that it turns out the 911 button was right next to the camera button. Yeah.
Oh,
She's just trying to take a picture, and she's
Yeah.
calling 911.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. Oh,
Yes.
no.
Those 911 buttons need to be far away, far away. And while I'm at it on social media, it needs to be much harder to like something. Because as you're trying to like scroll in on an X, and then it gives a like, I don't need that. I don't need that. No, absolutely not. Make that like button so far away from the zoom in button. Please.
Speaking of X's, we've got a new segment that we're doing just because it was inspired by Tim that I want to circle back to right now. Today,
Yes.
we'll call this Today I Couldn't.
I love it.
Today I couldn't.
I could not.
What
I could not. I
show
would not.
today I could not.
Nope.
What shows or like media or you like I can't do anymore? Welcome back, Mirror Man. We're sad when you left, just in time.
We missed you.
We're doing an impromptu segment called Today I Can't. Tim brought up earlier that there was a show, Homeland, I think it was, that Tim couldn't finish because significant other, you're watching the show with a significant other and you couldn't bring himself to finish it because you break up in the middle and you're just like, but this was our show. What shows, Get On Uppers, has ever happened to you? What shows could you not finish or had trouble finishing because you used to watch them with an ex? What shows are just like, ugh, they put
I cannot.
bad, yeah.
I don't like it. You know what's so interesting? And I wonder what this says about me is that I defiantly try to become a bigger fan of it than they ever were. So it would be their thing. And I was just like, not anymore. Now it's mine. So I don't have that. I have a competitive, well, now I'm going to love it more. But among that includes Friday Night Lights, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Wow.
Interestingly, the reason I said yes to this Marvel thing is because an ex loved Marvel, and I was just like, a game on.
I'm about to do all of it.
Just so we're clear. That's not your thing anymore. I did that with Rocky. And that is not the natural response, but it is not. It's not a natural response. It's a very weird thing for me to do. But all of those things, I just get this like aggressive, like, no, you don't take that away from me. And it wasn't mine to begin with. I didn't care. I watched it as a favor to you, but now it's mine.
Yeah. I'm leaning into it. Renee, that is one of the coolest. You're such a cool lady. You're such a cool human. I think that is so great. I, on the other hand, run the other direction and get so bitter that I'm just like, no, I can't. In fact, Friday Night Lights, hate it. I can't. I was watching the 4th season with an ex who loved it. We broke up. I absolutely despise the show. Most of the actors.
Fair. Absolutely fine.
Like Connie Britton is the only one.
Yeah,
Connie Britton's the only one that's made it into my heart because she was just so talented. I can't, I love her. But Friday Night Lights, Orphan Black. Is so sad I've not been able to finish Orphan Black. Such a great show, but an ex and I were watching it. Also did this thing where we're supposed to watch it together. He would do this all the time. We're supposed to watch these episodes together. And he's like, oh no, I'm 2 episodes ahead. What? How? No, we're watching this show together. I
No,
don't.
you don't
That's
get to
like,
do that.
is that one of the
Absolutely
biggest
not.
betrayals when someone does that? Why
Mhm.
does that hurt so much? Like, I almost would rather. I know that we're not even doing this or that,
Yeah.
but I would you prefer that if your ex did watch a show without you, would you prefer that they told you or that they just kept it to themselves and watched the episode with you?
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
Will I ever find out that they watched it without me?
Maybe later on, maybe like a few weeks later or
Okay,
something.
then
You
no,
might find out later.
absolutely not. No. If you can truly, sincerely hide it from me, yes, by all means, take care of my feelings. But if I'm gonna find out anyways, that's no, no, no. Just tell me you watched it. We'll break up, move on.
Get it uppers. How about you? If your partner, you're supposed to watch something together. Would you prefer that they tell you that they did it? I mean,
Yeah,
we would prefer that they didn't, but they like. Would
right.
you prefer they told you that they watched it, or would you prefer that they just lied to you? I love ignorance is bliss. I
Yeah,
love ignorance. I will take the Matrix sleeping pill.
mhm,
Lie to me. I don't need to
mhm.
know all the truth.
That's it. That's all I ask. I love that. So, okay, so Tim's was Homeland. That's one that Tim can't watch anymore. Have you had Orphan Black, Friday
Orphan
Night
Black,
Lights,
Friday Night
any others?
Lights. I struggled almost with How to Get Away with Murder season 3. My partner and
Okay,
I broken up. Same partner from Orphan Black.
sure.
I I thought that it was gonna take that show. Sometimes like we had also done Stranger Things together, and
Right.
I just watched it with a new group of friends. So that way,
There
like,
you go.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not taking this away, and like I want to allow him to take How to Get Away with Murder. It's
Just
too good. It's too
reassociate.
good.
Well, I can't say that my way's healthy because it is not.
It
But if
is.
you want to keep watching the show, I would like to gently encourage you to lean the other direction. It doesn't have to be in a forgiving, loving, you know what, we can both share it way. No. But you can get competitive in a vengeful way. And I recommend it. I think it's a good way to go through
Revenge
life.
is a dish best served cold and with Netflix.
Thank you.
Mirrorman said that they would prefer that they watch it with me and tell me. Okay. Yeah. So like,
Yeah,
so they've already watched it. You want them, okay, tell you, but like you're also gonna sit here and watch it with me again. But don't say
right.
anything.
Don't you
Don't
say
laugh.
anything. Don't you
Don't
indicate one
squeak.
thing.
Don't
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And don't do it again. I like that
right.
approach. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the Michelle Obama go high approach, you know?
That's a smart way to handle it, yeah.
Because the
Or you could take
idea
my road,
is
which is break up.
because the idea is you want to watch it together, and though you won't be
Yeah,
experiencing it together, hopefully it's not the finale and that there's more. But I
right,
guess also to Mirror Man's point, you express of like, you know what, this actually really meant a lot if we would have watched it
mhm,
together. It's parts of us to be able to connect with each other.
right.
We're not talking a lot. I feel like the intimacy is kind of gone. I think your mother wants us to break up, and so we need this, baby. We need this.
Yeah,
Too
that exactly,
specific?
say that verbatim. No, not at all. No, that seemed very, very, very general. No.
Awesome. Well,
Great
Tim,
job.
thank you for Tim talk. Like, thank you for the Tim talk here. Tim threw
Yeah,
us a segment. We ran with it,
I
and
knew a free topic right here on Getting Up.
yeah, we loved it. That was great. Really love that one. But it is also Giving Tuesday. So before we close out, we're also going to give a little something. Hi, Emma. Welcome. We are closing up Get On Up with a little bit of Giving Tuesday. We're going to let you know some organizations that you can give to today that could use your help. Renee, what do you have for today?
Yes, I would love to tell you. So it is an organization called Modest Needs, MODESTNEEDS.org. And they are a organization that helps people get back on their feet who have had a little bit of trouble financially or who are on the precipice of sort of entering the poverty level. But what I love about this is that it seems to be, it could just be my like familiarizing myself with this, but there seems to be a new wave in organizations that isn't just charity based. It isn't just, hey, there you go, there's some money, good luck. It is, hey, come here. This is the money. This is exactly where we're going to apply it. this is how we're going to budget going forward, and this is how we're going to make sure that the money keeps coming in. So there's also an educational element to it. So
Yeah.
modest being, we're not just going to give you a lump sum. We're going to ultimately give you that amount of money, but we're going to do it in sort of like incremental steps so that you can learn, so that when you're back on your feet, you know how to do this, because we aren't
Mm.
good at teaching people how to. There's a tweet that's going around right now. This is sort of related. That isn't it funny that the IRS knows exactly what we owe them in taxes? They know it. They know it. And yet it is on us to figure it out. And if we get it wrong, we could go to jail. It's the
No.
craziest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So I do think there is so much education that is missing for all of us out there. And so I just really love that Modest Needs is providing just the like, how everything works, how to spend it, how to keep a hold of it. It's great. Obviously, they are accepting funds. So if you have the means and want to support an organization that is doing such a thing, you can go to modestneeds.org.
I love that organization. That sounds really great. I love
Mhm.
like the philosophy behind it, and they're really like making that difference out there. Renee,
Yes.
amazing as per usual.
Oh, thank you
Uh,
so much.
I think I already did this one, but I don't care because I really do love this organization,
Yeah.
so I'm doing
You
it
can hear it twice.
again.
Yes.
But for my Giving Tuesday, I'm gonna shout out again Doctors Without Borders. So Doctors
Mhm.
Without Borders, they are if you don't know, and what's great about Doctors Without Borders is that they're always helping people in crisis. So right now they're obviously doing stuff in Ukraine. They're helping with medical. This helps with medical supplies. They train evacuations, mass casualty, and more. They provide independent, impartial medical humanitarian assistance to the people who need it the most. They are right out there on the front lines. They've been affected, and they help people who are affected by conflict, disease outbreaks, natural and human-made disasters. They're helping over 70 different countries. So what's nice is that again they're all over the world right now helping different folks, but they're obviously right now boots on the ground in Ukraine. But if you become a monthly donator, then you'll be just helping them all year long, and even after this crisis is hopefully subsided, you'll still be doing some really great work because there will always need Doctors Without Borders. We need
It's
people who are
true.
just out there just trying to do really good stuff.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely incredible. Great. Mirror Man, we know how cool they are, but it's always good. Yeah, that's true, Mirror Man.
Always
So,
good to
so
kind of,
true.
remind
All right, you
everybody,
sweet, sweet, sweeties. Well, I think the time has come to make sure. Did you get on up? Are you up? Yep.
I think
Did
you
we do it?
are. I
I
think
think
we
you're up.
did it. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I wish we had like
Yeah.
a high five sound effect. Ka-cha-cha. Okay,
Yeah,
Renee.
okay, good.
There.
1, 2, 3. Okay. I will never get it. Okay. Well, internet problems, but I think we got pretty close.
Uh, all right. Well, there's still plenty of more to come here on Back Channel. But before Renee tells you about that, I want to give you all a little taste of what we'll be getting into tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh, wow. It is Wednesday. Wednesday the 13th. Ooh.
Ooh.
Spooky. So tomorrow we'll be kicking off with our morning jam of the day. We got celebrity birthdays coming up. And then Renee's got a hot segment that I just see. We're not. I don't think. Do we know which way we're gonna go yet, Renee? Are we gonna talk about tomorrow's National Scrabble Day,
Ooh.
or Family Feud
No,
Day? So we
Family
might talk about.
Feud. Absolutely. No, we're gonna do our own Family Feud. That's how we'll do it.
Okay.
Scrabble. I can't spell. You got. Why on earth would I do Scrabble? Now, very dyslexic over here. We'll be doing Family Feud, and we're gonna have a great time.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. So we're doing Family Feud tomorrow. I don't know how that will work, but we're gonna do it, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We can maybe even look at best or worst board games we ever played. Games we're not allowed to play because we get too competitive. So
Oh,
we'll just be exploring games and board games on National
fun,
Family Feud Day. We'll also look at
fun.
the news that gives us hope. Even Merriman says Family Feud is better than Scrabble. It is. It's more lively, for
Great.
the. And we'll play While In or Working It as well. So lots to look forward to tomorrow.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And there's plenty more right here on Back Channel. Up next, we have Anthony Davis. Followed by that is your pal Hal. And we'll be ending the day with Mario Smith.
Okay,
Such a
well,
good
there it
time on
is.
Back Channel.
Well, we appreciate y'all. Don't forget, go over to www.backchannel.tv. Leave a review. Let folks know how much you love this show so that way more people can find it and we can keep on giving you this good get on up goodness. Oh, that's a lot of good. All
That's a
right.
lot of good.
Well, we love y'all so much. Have a great day. Big thanks to our producer, Sarah Brown. And thank you all for watching Get On Up. I'm James Arthur M.
And I'm Renee Colbert. And you just
Got on
up.
up.
Bye, guys. Have a good day. Miss Mary had a steamboat. The steamboat had a bell. Miss Mary went to heaven. The steamboat